Okay. Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm so grateful to be here with you this morning. And I hope you feel grateful to be here too. Every single morning, our whole idea is to help you make more money in less time with your business. We truly believe your business is worth a lot more than you think, a lot more than you may be considering. And we're going to do something about it. This and every single morning, we're here for the entrepreneurs. We're here for the servant leaders. We're here for the hustler inside you. We're here for that creator, that artist that you have hiding inside yourself. I'm saying, even if you have a job, there are ways that you can be more of an entrepreneur. A lot of people think entrepreneurs are business owners. A lot of people think business owners are entrepreneurs, not necessarily. Entrepreneurs are people who are dedicated to making something out of nothing. A Harvard definition of an entrepreneur is one who pursues opportunity without regard to the resources currently controlled. In other words, hip hop energy, that whole idea, we're going to make something out of nothing. We're just going to create a whole industry from some lamp posts at the corner of Cedar and Sedgwick out in the Bronx, New York, right? And then before you know it, we have $1 billion industry, if not $1 trillion industry. That's entrepreneurship in a nutshell. It won't play the music here. There's a need for it. Well, let's create something for the need. Let's create a solution for this problem that's so obvious to us, but nobody else sees it. Does that make sense? So every Monday, we focus on mindset because I believe that you have to be more before you'll do more, before you'll have more. And then every single Tuesday, we focus on sales tips because nothing moves until something sells. I believe that sales is the world's most noble profession. So share this with somebody who's in sales. That doesn't necessarily mean that they are a salesperson. If you're a dentist, if you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, guess what? You're in sales. Does that make sense? Anybody who has a product or a service, AKA a solution, you are in sales. Check it out. If you're a mentor, if you are the runner of a nonprofit, I don't care if you are working uh, as a homeless person every day, you are in sales. Am I making sense to somebody out there? Nothing moves until something sells. And so every Tuesday, we help you to increase. I don't care if you're a parent, you're in sales. Do you know what I'm saying to you? So every Tuesday, we focus on ways to increase your influence. Every Wednesday is all about marketing. So that's what today is about. It's this idea of becoming more magnetic. How, instead of chasing the bee, can you begin to build a garden so that the flowers draw in the bees that you're looking to attract, right? So marketing is all about that. I always say men are natural salespeople, women are natural marketers. You'll get that later. Then Thursdays is all about leadership. Check it out. Leadership, I believe every problem in society is really a problem of leadership. And so every Thursday, we kind of get together and discuss some ways that we can increase our leadership, our impact, our influence. And along the way, our income, baby, because after all, your bank account is just a reflection of the impact that you have had on lives around the world. We understand that our bank account is just a lagging measure. It's what we did last week, last month, last year to create impact in people's lives, right? So we want to create more impact. That's what Leadership Thursdays is all about. And then, of course, Friday is Free Coaching Friday, baby. And if you want to turn in questions for Free Coaching Friday, make sure that you join the newsletter. That's all you got to do. You can also put them in the comments in real time, but you can also join the newsletter. You can find it right there at millionaireminded.com. Put your name and your email in the box. And just like that, you are a member of the world's best community of entrepreneurs. Right now, it's time to rep your city. Speaking of which, let us know where you checking in from. We real big on shouting each other out. We real big on supporting each other's businesses. So let us know right now where you at. We want to know. It's check-in time. Let me shout some of my people out. Man, I'm so grateful you here this morning, Daryl. Man, thank you. Alan, how you doing, man? Thanks for being here. Okay, Jasmine, thanks for checking in. We appreciate you, lady. Thank you, Ashley. I love it. Miss Kim Connor, checking in from Colorado Springs. Thank you for being here, Queen. What's up, Mark? Man, thank you for doing all you can do to be a better entrepreneur. Thank you for being here. Samaya, I really appreciate you coming. Queen, Gaston, my lady Raina is in the house. What's up, K. Nicole? My homegirl, K. Nicole, young Coco is in the house. Man, I'm so grateful you're here this morning, Michael Joe. Yo, Damon Ivory is in the house. Let's get it. Good morning, millionaire. I'm so grateful for you, brother. What's up, Kay? Let's go, Kay. All right. Yeah, it's time for some marketing stuff, Toddy. I'm glad you're here this morning. Miss Kimberly Washington is in the house. Yo, Samantha checking in. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, Sharice? Let's go, Sharice. Night Ray made it in this morning. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing everything you can do to be a better entrepreneur. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? We got the Small Business Expo going down here in Atlanta, Georgia, a little bit later. Mora, good morning, Queen. I'm so grateful you're here. Let them know, Damon. Let them know, Damon. Let's go. All right, y'all. So it's a Marketing Wednesday. It's a Marketing Wednesday. If you've never been here before, you got to indulge me. I just be trying to shout out my people. Mama Mahasan in the house. I just be trying to make sure everybody know we see them and they feel loved, But I know y'all are here for the game, so let's get into it. I do not want to waste your time. I really appreciate you being here, and I want to make sure that you leave appreciating you came. You get what I mean? So a few years ago, one of the greatest copywriters of all time, a cat named Gary Bencivenga, right? He kind of published this 4-step formula that he used to make tens of millions of dollars when it comes to marketing. I thought it was incredible, so I kind of wanted to share it with you. I'm going to give you all 4 steps. It's called the persuasion equation, right? It's called the persuasion equation. Can somebody give me that in the comments? The persuasion equation. I'm going to type it out for you so that you are able to freak this joint. Hold on. The persuasion equation. The persuasion equation. Check this out. Check this out. The persuasion equation. It goes like this. I want you to write this in your notes because I truly believe that this is going to be helpful for you. I truly believe this is going to be helpful for you. I want you to jot this down because what it did was it took this old school way of thinking about your prospect and your offer and how you're going to make more money, right? And it kind of like yeasted that joint up. You know what I'm saying? It put some sauce on it. So the original framework was problem, like what they dealing with, promise, what are you saying that you're going to do for them, proof that you do it for other people, and then the proposition. So you may want to jot that down. That's the old school joint. Problem, promise, proof, proposition. Problem, promise, proof, proposition. Yeah, somebody say the persuasion equation and then share this on your timeline. Share this on your timeline, Jasmine. Share this on your timeline, Tatiana. Yeah, you heard. Good morning. Share this on your timeline. This is important because what Gary did was he supercharged problem, promise, proof, proposition, and he supercharged that joint like this. Urgent problem, unique promise, unquestionable proof, and user-friendly proposition, right? So now it's all of a sudden it's these 4 U's. Urgent problem, unique promise, unquestionable proof, user-friendly proposition. See, somebody asked me one time, if somebody's just starting from scratch, I don't care if they're a doctor, I don't care if they're a lawyer, how can they get better instantly? What is one way that they can get better instantly? And I said, the main thing that you need to do, if you want to get better with your sales, if you want to get better with your magnetism, better with your marketing, is sit there and really think about the pain of your perfect customer. What are they going through? What are all the things that keep that, lactic acid bubbling up in they, right? What are the things that keep them up at night? What has them stressing? What has that little vein in the middle of their forehead just pulsing where they just stressed out? How often have you thought about that? How often have you thought about that? You say you got a favorite product you love to sell. I challenge you to consider, what are they going through, man? Like, what are they thinking about day in and day out? What's keeping them awake? What's stressing them the heck out? When's the last time you really considered that? Because it's instantly going to make you better. It's instantly going to make it better when you're talking to them. Your tonality is going to get better. Your micro expressions are going to get better. Your body language is going to get more persuasive just because you become more certain that you can help this person. You've researched their problem so thoroughly that not only do you know how to help them with your products and services, but you know a slew of other people that they're going to need to see. And you've already started to talk to these people about referring you clients while you refer the same thing to them. Am I making sense to somebody out there? Check it out, man. There's one easy thing everybody can do and instantly improve, and that's really focus some time on thinking about your prospect's pain. I promise you. So when you look at this 4-step framework, this this formula, I want you to think about it. So the first one was what? Urgent problem. Come on, give me urgent problem in the comments, somebody. Urgent problem, urgent problem. That's the first step in the persuasion equation. That's the first step. That's the first step in the persuasion equation. Somebody give it to me. Urgent problem. Yeah, Technisha. That's right. Yeah, Michael Douglas. Let's get it. Yeah, Chris. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Urgent problem, somebody. Urgent problem. Let's talk about it, Keith. Urgent problem. Let's go. Urgent problem, Kim. Let's go. Let's go. Urgent problem. Urgent problem. Let's go. Let's go, Carla. Let's go, Dominique. Urgent problem. Let's go. Let's go. Urgent problem. So, what are we saying? We're saying that like it's much easier to sell a solution to a problem that somebody's already struggling with. You got me? Urgent problem. It's way easier to do it like that. A lot of times I'll ask somebody when I'm doing like a mentoring session or some kind of training, I'll say, hey, so what's their problem? And they'll be like, well, they need money. And I'm like, money is a solution. Money's not a problem. We need to dig a little bit deeper if we're interviewing that prospect. It needs to be like, well, why is that a problem? Oh, well, because, this job just doesn't pay me enough. Well, why is that a problem? Because I have, a child that's about to start school. Well, why? Well, tell me more, or why is that a problem? So you have the child, what? They can't get a scholarship. They can't get, no, they can't. And on top of that, I just now found out that she's pregnant. Whoa, right? Like now we done found the problem and now we've made it urgent and now we've brought it to the forefront of their mind. Now we understand what we're talking about. See, it's easier for you to sell food when they're starving than sell food to them in case they get hungry later. Does that make sense to somebody out there? Does that make sense to somebody out there? It got to be an urgent problem. That's why you're better off talking to, newlyweds about life insurance, because that man feels some urgency, or it's better, or you're better off talking to truck drivers about business credit, right? Because they already feel a sense of urgency. They've already been in the game a little while. They're starting to say, oh, snap, this is wearing my personal credit out. It's an urgent problem for them. Am I making sense to somebody? Am I making sense to somebody? All right, if you're ready for the next one, somebody say unique promise. Unique promise. Unique promise. Let's go. Unique promise. Millionaires, there's over $1 billion worth of quantified research into this formula, right? $1 billion worth of research backs up these strategies right here. This moves people in the direction you're trying, but it's them walking towards it instead of you pushing them. You got me? This is how you get them to see things your way. This is how you get them to trust you. This is how you get them to take advice from you. And finally, to buy from you. And don't they deserve that? Unique promise, y'all. Unique promise. So here's the second step in the formula. How do you differentiate yourself from the sea of your competitors? Or here's a better question to ask, right? What's your unique solution to the urgent problem? Don't forget, you ain't trying to be better. You don't want to make an improvement offer. No one cares. Your thing got to feel new. Your thing got to feel different. Your thing got to feel unique. Sometimes it's as easy as saying it's new. For a while, my profile picture, and I had everybody kind of following suit, right? Even though I didn't really tell nobody what I was doing, but people would ask me to be like, my profile picture, it would be like the new way to get an 800 credit score, the new way. And then it makes them just like, yo, you know what I mean? What's different about this approach, right? So it became a unique promise. It felt new. It felt different. It felt interesting just because I used the word new. You ain't trying to be better. You're trying to be different. What is your unique? And sometimes, y'all, I just not put this in my Instagram stories yesterday. Check it out. Sometimes you're different just because of your process. Like I know about a guy out on the West Coast who sells pet food, and he created a diagnostic process for the animal. For let's say you bring your puppy in, they'll clip the puppy's hair. They'll take a stool sample or a blood test or whatever the process is. And then they will prescribe the exact diet that your animal needs. Check this out. They built in retention because 3 months later, your dog's needs might change. So you got to come back and get another test. They got a process. They don't just sell you food. You see what I'm saying? They got a whole process. And now you feel more comfortable in their hands. You feel okay with paying a premium price, all because of their diagnostic process. Am I making sense to somebody? What makes you unique? Now he's able to say, well, before we'll even sell you some dog food, we put your dog through a battery of tests to make sure that we attune the food, we attune the recipes, we attune to their needs. Am I making sense to somebody out there? Am I making sense to somebody out there? I'm saying, what's your unique promise? I understand you sell, you help people with their taxes, right? Okay, cool. But what makes it unique? Oh, I see. You only focus on taxes for people that want to purchase a home. Wow. You know what? I need to go. Who is that person you told me about that just focuses on taxes for people that want to buy homes? Because I want to buy a home. You see, that unique promise has made you more magnetic. Am I making sense to somebody out there? That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Somebody say the right process can equal premium price. The right process. I know that's like a tongue twister, but I think that's worth you jotting down in your notes. Somebody jot that down. The right process can equal premium price. Just the right process can equal premium price. Just the right process can equal premium price. Y'all ready for number 3? Y'all ready for number 3? Let's go. Let's go. Somebody say just the right process can equal premium price. Just the right process. I dare you assess your process and look at how you can make it a little bit better. I dare you. I dare you. Just the right process. Just the right process. All right. Just the right process. Just the right process. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So then number 3, so far we've gone through the first 2, right? We said urgent problem. We said unique promise. Now, Now we talking unquestionable proof. Unquestionable proof. That's the 3rd step. Unquestionable proof. Unquestionable proof. What do we mean, y'all? Proof sells. Proof sells. Somebody give it to me. Proof sells. Proof sells. When people see tons of other people liking your stuff, you know what I mean? Giving you 5 stars, telling everybody they had a great experience, they feel like they're missing out on something dope. They feel like they're missing out. So I'm saying include as much proof as possible. If you look back through the channel, you'll see a 5-step process to getting the perfect testimony. Check this out. Interview somebody on Instagram today. And okay, if you want to make some kind of excuse today because you're busy or you ain't had time to, get proper light or whatever your excuse is, can you promise yourself you'll do it this week? Use that 5-step formula and interview one of your clients on Instagram. Interview somebody you've helped out before on Instagram. Anybody out there got some current clients? Say me. Say me if you can think of a client that you've gone above and beyond for, and they were so happy with their results. If you've ever gotten that from a client, say me. I want to test something real quick. Let me see who's out there. Let me see who's out there. If you've got a client that you can say with confidence, you helped to change their life a little something, something. Somebody say me. Somebody say me. Somebody say me. I like that, Chris. I like that, Michael Joe. Let's go, Kay. Yeah, let's go, Damon. Yeah, Miss Mandy. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Dr. Marilyn. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Miss Connor. Let's go, Jasmine. Let's go, Toddy. Let's go, Keith. Yeah, Michael Douglas. Okay, so check this out, Samantha. If you know for a fact that you have helped somebody, if you know for a fact you've helped somebody, what I'm saying to you is that interview them on Instagram today. You know what happens when you go Instagram live? It shows up to your followers and it shows up to their followers. But here's what else. You can save that video. And now forever, you can go and create a cover for the video. And then what you do, right, is you attach a headline to it. Somebody give me that in the comments. Attach a headline. So you don't just say, watch this testimony. You say something like, single mother gets 100-point increase in 90 days, or whatever the story is. You make it a headline, right? You tell us who it is and what's amazing in a couple words. Am I making sense? And then you post that bad boy on your page. You heard what I'm saying to you, Damon? Yeah. Attach a headline. Attach a headline to that thing. Because what you're doing is offering unquestionable proof, reviews, testimonials, case studies, words of praise from authorities. If you go to our website, you see Forbes, you see Black Enterprise, you see Yahoo Finance, you see, TED Talks, you see Damon John, you see Inc. 5000, you see A+ with the Better Business Bureau. Unquestionable proof. Am I making sense? Let's go. All right. So we said a 4-step formula, right? What y'all think is next? First of all, we said urgent problem. Then after that, we said unique promise. Then after that, we said unquestionable proof. So now it's time for the offer, right? Now it's time for the user-friendly proposition. User-friendly proposition. Somebody type this in the comments if you understand what I'm saying. Sales is all about risk reversal. No. I say it more precise. A good offer is all about risk reversal. A good offer is all about risk reversal. What you're doing at the time, it's time to make that user-friendly. You're saying, yo, check this out. I'm going to take all the risk. It's all on me. If you don't get results, I'm just going to give you your money back. I love the fact that our credit repair system has a 180-day money-back guarantee because that's risk reversal. What about you? What do you have that's reversing the risk? The easier you make it, the more persuasive your call to action becomes. Minimize the perceived risk. Am I making sense, y'all? Minimize the perceived risk. What are you doing to check this out? I bet you, Keith. Okay, I got another test for you. Let me see something. If you would go to the ends of the earth for your client, somebody say me. If you would make phone calls, if you would write emails, if you would jump on chats, if you would call in with them, if you would go visit that office for them, if you would go and make it by hand, if somehow their product was broke, if you would replace it, if you would give them their money back, if you're so sure you would give them their money back ×2, somebody say me. If you are so certain that you will provide the service, even if all hell breaks loose, somebody say me. If you believe in your ability to help that client beyond all rain, hail, sleet, snow, circumstances, excuses, reasons. You're against all odds. You know you would climb a mountain with pebbles in your shoe for your client. Somebody say me. Here's my question for you. When's the last time you expressed that? When's the last time you expressed that? Because it sounds to me like you're reversing some risk, baby. It sounds to me like there's almost no risk for me. It sounds like you're going to make sure I get results. I mean, if you can really make yourself believe that, you're on your way to 10x in your income. Because if you believe that, now we believe that. You get me? When two people sit down, whoever has the biggest belief has the most influence. Check it out. Do you believe, millionaire, in your promise more than they believe in their doubt? Do you really believe that you're here to help them? Do you really believe that you have the capacity to help them? What are some things that strengthen the belief? Well, you could ask them questions. You could ask them questions, Chant. Tell me about this problem. How long have you had this problem? What makes this problem so hurtful for you? What have you tried to fix this problem? And my favorite, what makes now the time you need to fix? I hear you saying you've kind of had this problem for a while. You've had this problem for X amount of months, X amount of years. What makes now the time to fix this problem? Because now they just sold themselves, right? But even if I'm writing this down in a caption, do you understand that the more I believe, the more I've talked to past clients about how this has impacted them, the more I've come up with my own systems to mitigate any issues that I hear over and over again with the problem or with the service or with the prospect. I've got a whole system set up that makes me so certain I can help this person that it just ekes out my pores all of a sudden. All of a sudden, my certainty creates magnetism. Am I making sense to somebody? Anybody understand confidence creates magnetism? Anybody ever seen a leader that they wanted to follow that didn't seem too sure of themselves? Hey, y'all, well, I don't know where we're going, but, come along anyway. Let's just try it. Anybody willing to follow somebody like that? Anybody willing to get in the car with somebody? You just circling 285. You don't know where you're going, right? What I'm trying to get you to see from your perspective is that certainty creates magnetism. If you're as certain as you say you are, my challenge to you at some point today is to jot down some of the things that you would do for them. So the next time you're talking to one of them, you can express that. I just gave you 5, 6, 7 questions that you need to write down in your question collection. Am I right? Okay, then. I love y'all, man. So that was the 4-step process. Save this video, send it to an entrepreneur. But here's the most important part. Use it, man. We said the 4-step persuasion equation is urgent problem, unique promise, unquestionable proof, and user-friendly proposition. Millionaires, if you use it, you can't lose. Like Rev Ike said, you can't lose with the stuff we use, baby. All right, it's Instagram time. Let's go get it. If you want to join us over there to say your affirmations, we here for you. Let's go. All right, love y'all. And remember, either your mind has to expand to match your goals, or your goals will just start to shrink to match your mind.